15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Microphone check.
Well, good afternoon. This has been a long time coming. Terrible fire here in 2011. How many people here worked for DDOT at the time of the fire? Okay, you got a lot of folks here who remember when DDOT operated out of 3 terminals. And as a result of this fire, we've jammed operations into one east side location and one kind of west side location. It hasn't been optimal. And we've been trying to recover ever since. And I have a lot of people to thank today. President Joe Biden, with a $100 million federal contribution to this $160 million terminal. It's been terrific. Governor Whitmer, who came up with about $25 million. And then you're going to hear from Councilman Durhal and the City Council that came up with the balance. But we are going to have the capacity here to run 140 buses out of here. It's capacity that was badly needed. But I have to do a special thank you to Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. He and I have had at least a half a dozen conversations, and in addition to the money, getting through the federal bureaucracy is mind-numbing. But the Transportation Secretary dramatically cut short the process, and we were scheduling this for a day when he was going to be here because I know he wanted to break ground with us, but his schedule got changed. But he'll be back to visit soon, but we are enormously grateful to Secretary Pete and to the Detroit Building Authority, which has designed this. Everybody here knows we don't run a first-class bus operation in the city of Detroit, but we're going to. We have the talent in the management, the operators, the mechanics to run a first-class system. And with the new terminal here, with the transit center that we are building at the fairgrounds, that $35 million transit center that's going to be spectacular. It's going to be great for drivers on their breaks. It's going to be great for our passengers who are connecting from one line to another to be able to do it inside. We are starting to address the facilities issues, and I'm confident that we've got the management team in place that we are going to address the other issues, because we need to put more buses on the road. The buses need to be clean. They need to be in good working order. And I feel very good that this is a huge step in the right direction. I think we're all unified on our goal here, and I've been really pleased that Detroit City Council has been great supporters of what we've been doing. When you ask, with all the demands that we have, when you say, are we going to prioritize a $160 million investment plus with the investment at State Fairgrounds, $200 million in investments in bus facilities? These are costs that have been deferred year after year for the last decade. And now that investment's coming true. And I want to thank my partners on City Council and introduce a great champion of DDOT, Councilmember Fred Durhal.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And today is an amazing day for the city of Detroit as we take a step towards the future. This facility will now provide cleaner, more reliable, greener storage space for transportation here. But why is that important? As a member of the Detroit City Council, I can tell you, sitting in front of public comment every day, we hear about transportation. How can we become more reliable, more futuristic as a city when it relates to transportation? This is why we are here today. We will have the ability to go from storing 144 buses to eventually 216 buses with reliable maintenance, where folks have a state-of-the-art facility that is cleaner and that is greener. Not only that, it will provide an administration space for a lot of our DDOT employees, which is desperately needed. And so I am thankful for our partnerships with the federal government, Senator Peters as well, who has been a champion on this, Pete Buttigieg, obviously, as well as President Joe Biden, Governor Whitmer, and all of our state partners, but even right here at home, the city of Detroit, with the mayor, his team, their vision, and the support of all council members. We are putting multi-million dollars into this project, into our transportation system, and sending a message to our residents that we are working on our transportation system. We will get there, and we will continue to invest in that and our infrastructure. And with that, I would like to introduce a champion, a partner who has worked so hard to make all of this happen. So we are here today, Mr. Tyrone Clifton, who is the director of the DBA. Mr. Clifton.
Thank you, Council Member. I want to give you a little bit of overview of the project. Like the mayor said, the fire happened in 2011. Since about 2016, 2017, again, the mayor mentioned this, is how the pace of projects come together, working with federal entity, a state entity, and the city of Detroit. We've been developing plans to get it to this far. So that's very important that everyone understands that this has been an ongoing project. It was a heavy lift, a lot of good partners working together to provide this. You're standing on about 20 acres of land that's going to be the future DDOT Coolidge bus maintenance and operations facility. That's going to consist of 3 structures that we're building that's very important to the operation. That's a 45,000 square foot bus maintenance facility. That's a 125,000 square foot bus storage facility, as mentioned by our good council member, and an 20,000 square foot administration building. The administration building has the amenities that we're looking forward to providing for our drivers and staff. It's important that drivers and staff, the hardworking employees at DDOT, understand that we care. This is what the future looks like, and this is what we're going to provide for you for coming in to work every day and doing good work. Those amenities will include a fitness center, lounge and break rooms, and an outdoor lounge space too, which is very, very much needed. So we wanted to recognize that. This project is going to be delivered by the joint venture team of Brinker Chrisman. Obviously, Brinker is a Detroit-based headquartered minority firm. It's also led by the DLZ in Toto design team. DLZ is a Detroit-based minority architectural engineering firm. So that's very important that you understand how we got here, who we hired based on their experience and their ability to deliver a project of this size and scale. And we're looking at this being done in 2026, so that's very important too. I know that's going to come up. So with that, I would like to introduce my client, our partner in this, DDOT Executive Director, Mr. G. Michael Staley.
Thank you, Director Clifton. On behalf of the Detroit Department of Transportation, welcome to this special occasion. Some thank yous are in order. First and foremost, to Mayor Mike Duggan, the driving force, who brought us to this place on this day at this time. Deputy Mayor Todd Bettison, Council Member Fred Durhall, in whose district we stand, the Federal Transit Administration, the Michigan Department of Transportation, the Regional Transit Authority. Your continued support of DDOT and concerted efforts behind this project made it happen. To our customers, the passengers who ride DDOT every day, whether you are rightfully concerned about the current state of the services that we provide, or your concentration is on the future of public transportation in the city of Detroit, as expressed in DDOT Reimagined. The new Coolidge Terminal is where those interests will intersect. And finally, to the employees of DDOT, most notably the transit equipment operators who perform the hardest work within the organization, the transformation of the Coolidge Car House and Bus Garage circa 1928 into a state-of-the-art 21st century transit facility housing operations, maintenance, and administrative functions will be instrumental in creating a work environment where you can be your best, do your best, and make it better. Once again, thank you for joining us here today. Welcome to the future of the Detroit Department of Transportation. And with that, I'll hand it over to ATU local president, ATU 26 local president, Mr. Collier. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. I'd like to thank everyone that showed up for this. I even have some retired and members here who worked out of this location for over 30 years, and this is like a holiday to them. They've been waiting for this for a long time. I'd also like to thank, like the mayor, I'd like to thank Joe Biden, who, under his leadership, passed one of the largest transportation bills in the history of this country. And we're now seeing things move forward all across the country, particularly in transportation, and hopefully here in Detroit with the building of this new facility. As they said, I believe this facility has been shut down since 2011. Is going to move us so far ahead, or at least up to the level where I travel all around the country and I visit terminals throughout the ATU locations. And when I come back here, it just hurts my feelings. But now, we're going to be in the forefront in this region as far as technology, facilities, being able to provide, as Mr. Durhal said, a good clean service, employees coming in feeling good about their workplace. DDOT's facilities have been they're just old. And so now to put this investment in and set it out front as our star to see and to match, I can't wait. I guess it's going to take 2 years. And so once again, thank the City Council and everyone who has played a part in moving this project forward. Once again, it's like a holiday for a lot of the operators and those who've been here for a long time. Thank you very much. I forgot to introduce one of my favorite operators. She's going to beat me up after this. Uh-oh. Miss Sherry Stroud.
Good afternoon. We thank you for being here. I've been with the Department of Transportation for over 28 years, and we're very excited with the new opportunities and the new things that are coming to the city. We're appreciative of the finances that have gone in to build and give us the tools to provide a better service and a world-renowned service to the city of Detroit. And we have assets that benefit our drivers, and we're just very excited for this opportunity. So thank you.
All right, it's been a long time coming. With that, we'll take any questions. All right, thank you all very much for being here. Are we doing anything ceremonial here? Tyrone?
Let's get it.